Hey guys, my name is Pat. I was hovering around rank 100 and 200, but I ran it down a little bit last night and then I went to sleep, and so I have some climbing to do. But anyway, I'm really busy today, but I thought I might as well put together a quick video um, since it's launch weekend. So I'm gonna go over the top comps and how to play them. So yeah, let's quickly one-shot this and then get out of here. The first comp is bees. So it's Kog'Maw carry and Nunu carry. They're both 2 stars or 2 costs. So you're gonna be rolling on 6 for them. Kog'Maw is your generic AD carry. So you want Last Whisper, you want Ginsu, and then any AD item. IE is best, maybe Deathblade, whatever, right? And then Nunu, generic tank. So you're gonna want Dragon Claw, Redemption. I think these are the best tank items right now. You know, whatever, right? And you really want too healthy because there's 4 2 costs here. So too healthy on 2-1 is really good. That's gonna help you win streak on 2-1. Sweet Tooth. So Sweet Tooth gives you kind of a hyper carry Nunu, but I recommend that you don't fixate too heavily on the carry aspect of Nunu. It's just a nice bonus. It gives you a Nunu early, helps you win streak 2-1. So um, some people like this like carry Nunu. I don't care for it. Just take it, play the bees. And then Silver Ticket. Silver Ticket is busted this set. They changed the way rerolls work so it saves up, and then also it gives you earlier charms, and that's gonna really help you win streak on 2-1 as well, and then get to here. So this is a level 7 board. And so you gotta get kind of creative on level 6. So what I really like about this comp is that ideally you have Tristana 3-star. And depending on what you hit, you can have Tristana as your carry. And Kog'Maw has this ability that adjacent allies get attack speed. So you just throw a Shojin and some attack speed on him, and he'll be constantly buffing Tristana. So depending on what you hit, Kog'Maw or Tristana, you can carry either or. So on level 6, if you're going to carry Tristana or you're hitting a lot of Tristanas, you're going to play this board without Jinx. But if you are missing Tristanas, you've decided that you're not gonna go for the Tristana 3-star, then you're gonna go this board, and then on level 7 you're gonna level and hit play Tristana. Yeah, so early game, what I like to do is carry Namzi. You could carry Twitch, but Twitch is so ignore Twitch. I like Namzi. And then whatever you hit Kog'Maw or Tristana 2-star, you're gonna switch over. So depending on what you hit 2-star, right? That's who your carry is gonna be. And so look at my top carry is Kog'Maw, but check out Kog'Maw. 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. It never wins. Oh, also featherweight's really good, really good. So you want to hit this, get to level 7, and just roll for charms and save as much HP as possible, and get a second, a third, and get out of there. So I highly recommend you learn this comp, get comfortable with it. It's by far the best LP farmer. Here I put in some suggestions to if if you hit early and you're continuing to level up, you can play the bastions. So Taric, Shen, or Diana. You're never hitting Diana, so it doesn't really matter. So you're gonna play this board most of the time. I like it. Actually, I misspoke. You're never gonna play this, but you could. Or you can go for the hunters. So Twitch and Olaf. And that's if Tristana is 2-star and maybe you have some items on Jinx, right? Then you can go for the hunters. But for the most part, this is the board. You're playing this. Don't get greedy. Don't try to level. Just spend your extra money getting the charms and saving as much HP as possible. That's bees. And then the second comp here is Syndra. Syndra and the 4 shapeshifters. 4 shapeshifters, these are the best. And then the 2 Incantors, these two. So you'll notice that it says 2 out of 3 Eldritch. Don't get baited by this. Eldritch is quite useless. So you really just want the shapeshifter frontline and Syndra. So the core is Syndra. These are the 2 core items, Shojin and Nashor's Tooth. And then after that, any kind of AP item. Deathblade, Archangels, GG. Even Morello is not terrible. And then you want Swain. You're going to roll on 6, hit Syndra 3. Hopefully you're holding Cassiopeia, you're holding Shyvana, and you're holding Swain copies. And then you level to 7, and you get Swain to 3-star. Once you hit Swain 3-star, you hit Syndra 3-star, you're golden. Ideally, you have Syndra 3-star. In the best of worlds, you have Nico 3-star, but you know, don't get too greedy. And then you hit Cassiopeia. A lot of people like Cassiopeia. They think it's like a Syndra Cassiopeia comp because they're both 2 costs, Incantors. But this is Setsuko. This is Milk. This is Toronto Tokyo, and this is Soju. Least important unit. You could throw on some, you know, anything with a bow on it, anything with a rod will work. Oh, I also like to mention that Syndra gives Shred. So you don't need Shojin, or you don't need the Shiv, you don't need the Spark. The Shapeshifters scale really well with HP, so Warmogs is really nice. Deathcap or Dragon's Claw is really strong. And then 2 Healthy is really strong, right? Helps you win streak early and gives you HP. Eternal Growth is really nice as well because before you hit the Swain 2-star, your frontline gets a little run over in the mid game. So all you really need to patch up is the gap between hitting Syndra 3-star and hitting Swain 3-star. If you can save as much HP then you're gonna win. And then this is how you win at 6 shapeshifter. 6 shapeshifter is busted. So you're gonna hit Nasus, you're gonna hit Briar. And so I put Shapeshifter Crest here because on level 7, if for whatever reason you're lagging behind, you're not hitting enough Syndras, you're not hitting enough Swains, you're stuck on level 7, Shapeshifter Crest on 4-2 is really nice because it'll help you bail out. You put the Shapeshifter Crest on Cassiopeia and you hit an early 6 Shapeshifter and that'll help you save a bit of HP. But the problem with this one is that you're less likely to win out because you're going to want Briar anyway. And so it becomes quite useless after that. But it'll save you, you know, some HP, it'll save you some LP, it'll save you some placements. This is a nice bailout if you're struggling. And so we can check out 6 Shapeshift. Oh, I got scammed this game. I don't know what, I forget what happened, but I was supposed to win out. I thought I was going to win out and then I got a 4th. But yeah, look at 2-1-1. When you hit the 6 shapeshifters with the Swain or the Miko, oh, here, I must have got it early. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I was figuring out the comp. I think I prioritized Cassiopeia too much here. Ignore the Cassiopeia. Yeah, I was still learning. This was on set release, so ignore that one. But yeah, 6 shapeshifters will win you the game. And the next comp here is Multistrikers. The primary carry is going to be Kassadin. He wants them. He's a magic fighter, so he wants anything that gives him durability and gives him a little bit of attack speed and a little bit of AP. Because he kind of has this like ramping auto attack buff. So you really want the BT, you really want the Rage Blade. And then ideally you get this guy. If you can't get this guy, any kind of damage item. This. I really don't like Titans. I don't know why, it just does not feel good. But if that's what you got, that's what you got. I don't really like this combo, but I like this combo. This is a little bit better of a combo. Sterix is okay. You can go. This is not great, but or this. I like this. And then Akali 3-star is not terribly important. If you're hitting a lot of Akalis, might as well just 3-star her, since you're rolling on 6 anyway. And then you just throw any extra items on her. She'll like kill off 1 or 2 backline units. And then on 6, you really want Tom Kench. The reason Tom Kench is so good is because Arcana is really good. You throw the Arcana Signifier or whatever on Hecarim, and that gives every unit durability. And so that helps you, you know, they're all melee carries, so it gives you a little bit of HP, or a little bit of, you know, survivability. I forgot to mention that Jax 3-star is very important in this comp. Jax does a ton of damage and also is super tanky early. And so he's going to be your primary tank, and he's going to really help you like smooth out the early mid game before you hit Kassadin. So I really, on 2-1, if I have a Jax 2, if I have 4 or 5 copies of Jax, then I'm going to hard force this comp. Press the attack is so broken on this comp. So this is really nice. Again, silver ticket's busted. So you really want silver ticket. Or you want keepers. Nice, keepers. So those are the best augments for this. And then this is how you cap out the board. You swap out Ashe for Callista. And in most cases, it's hard to get a Callista 2 because she's a bit contested with items, but that's the, you know, best case scenario. You want anything with attack speed on Callista. Like, I think this is the best build on her. But, you know, this is the kind of end game, so you just throw anything on her. And depending on, if you'd never hit Akali 3-star, which is okay, you can swap out Akali for Camille, or you can throw in Shen. You could swap out Callista for Camille, but you don't want to swap out these guys. So you kind of just have to play around what the end game looks like to really cap out this board. So that's Multistrikers, Kassadin carry. And then this is the final comp. This is Karma. Karma is really hard to play, and I haven't really figured out the best way to play her yet, but this is the general idea. The core is Karma, and she wants blue buff, and she wants Nashor's Tooth. And then you really want Rakan. Rakan is really strong. Rakan is your tank. And then you're going to throw in Cassiopeia for the Incantors. And then Zillion for Chrono Presevers, and then all the Presevers. So Bard, Morgana, and then Milio fits in perfectly. And then, so what is Tark doing here? Nothing. But he's generally uncontested, and he's just tanky. This board really lacks frontline, so you want Tark, you want Tom Kench, you want Nasus, any kind of thing that gives you frontline, even Swain or Shan. Just tankiness. If you hit those 2-star early, then you just keep them. But Tark, I think, is the best. I don't know. And then once you get this, a lot of people like throwing a Morello's on her. You just want to get her 3 items so you can start focusing on the tank items. So whatever you can get on her, you just throw on her. And then you start focusing the tank items. And then it's worth mentioning, blue buff is best, but based on the changes with the mana banking, the Shojin is not far behind the blue buff. So Shojin is okay. It's not the best. Blue buff is still better. But if you have a Shojin, then that's fine too. As you noticed, it has 2/5 costs. So you have to really hit level 8 and have enough gold to roll down to hit the Rakan, the Karma, and hopefully the Milio Morgana. Morgana is more important than the Milio. So if you can't hit this, this is kind of the secondary option, which is Vex instead of Rakan. I'm looking to hold this board most of the times. If I have 0 copies of Rakan, 1 copy of Rakan, it's contested. So I'll look to have the Vex as my primary carry. And then to fill out the mages, you have Galio and Nora. If you can't hit Nora, you play Nami. I don't really like Nami that much. Kind of useless. Sometimes she comes in clutch. But yeah. So Nami or ideally Nora. You put the Yumi on Karma. Again, Bard, Cassiopeia, Milio. This board is less costs less, easier to hit, but it's also, you know, much lower cap without the Morgana. Morgana is so good. And so ideally you want anything that gives you a little bit of frontline. So Crash Test Dummies, even Exiles, anything that gives you a little bit of frontline is gonna be nice. Oh, this thing is also really good, Giant in Might. Anything that gives you survivability is gonna be nice. And so this is the best way to get into the Karma endgame, which is Ziggs. And then what's nice about Ziggs and the bees is that you're gonna switch over to Veigar. Veigar I think is the best item holder, but he's a 3 cost. So you get Ziggs into Veigar. I like Rumble. He's just the best Vanguard unit to pair with Blitzcrank. And then also what's really nice about him is that he does a smoother transition into your Presevers. So you get Barden, you get Rakan, you get Zillion, right? So he's kind of just gives you a little bit of that glue to get these in as you slowly transition to the Karma. So this is one. Or the second one is 5 Eldritch. 5 Eldritch is really strong. The dark monolith that you get is gonna run over mid game. And it's quite cheap, right? You got 2 1 costs, 2 2 costs, and Mordekaiser. And Syndra holds the Karma items well. And so what's nice about this comp is that if you're trying to play this comp right here, which is one of the most contested comps, and you're not hitting enough Syndras, you're not hitting any Swains, you can bail and you can try to play this and then move into something like this. So Syndra's really nice for this as well. Anyway, so those are the best comps. Best of luck.